Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality with the best hair. And along with the movie franchise, Jurassic Park also had a slew of video games and other media that... Oh, what the fuck? Damn it, creepy, not again!
Oh, don't worry, Decker, it isn't creepy. It's just an elder god who causes madness in all who encountered it. Trapped in a plushy body.
Chibi Thulu, do you mind? It's Dino-Sember. What do you want?
First of all, I think Dinovember would have sounded better, but aside from that, why was I not invited to your Jurassic Park review?
Okay, I know where this is going. You want to review the games and comics with me in a crossover, right?
Humans, you never learn. You cannot understand the ways of an elder god. It doesn't work that way. The only thing you get out of me is insanity. And the occasional side of Stark. I have been hanging around creepy, you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I got you a present.
Age of Dinosaurs? The hell is this?
Oh, just the Asylum ripoff of Jurassic Park.
The fucking what? No, Jurassic Park 3 came out in 2001, and the Asylum didn't start churning out mockbusters until 2005.
Do you really think the Asylum could resist ripping off one of the biggest movies of all time? Besides, at the 2011 San Diego Comic-Con, Steven Spielberg plugged the fourth film, saying that a script was in the works and that the movie should be out by 2013. Lo and behold, the Asylum turned this 6-foot turkey out for release by 2013.
But they got it wrong. Jurassic World won't be released until next year. Maybe.
It was the 20th anniversary of Jurassic Park. No matter what, they were gonna make their money back.
Asylum turns a profit after selling 10 copies. I mean, what the hell is this movie about? Let's see. Age of Dinosaurs tells the epic tale of dinosaurs brought to life in modern times thanks to revolutionary flesh regenerating technology. Lo and behold, they break loose and run amok in downtown Los Angeles. I feel like I wasted my time even looking at the back of the box. Anyway, am I going to be doing the opening line, or are you?
Oh, I'm not sticking around for this one.
The hell? You think you can just interrupt my show and not be subjected to the mind-numbing torture you just throw in my lap?
Yes, I'm an elder god. It's what we do. Say hi to the Cenobites for me.
Fucking... Well, let's take a look at Age of Dinosaurs and see how long until I start plotting revenge on Chibi Thulu. Less than a second! We open to dark music in a dark city, where a secret team of scientists are using a poorly lit generic hospital set to perform unheard-of experiments, led by Doug Donovan, played by Jose Rosette. His character traits are... he's the one with a scar painted down his face. That and the fact that amongst this group of the world's top scientists he looks like he should be coaching a football team somewhere tells us all we need to know. He's the deceptive, evil one. Nevertheless, everyone else follows his words without question, despite acting like none of them wants to go through with this, so I'll consider Donovan a scapegoat, if anything. Point is, they bring in the...
Rosario locked the doors. We have to follow protocol for every experiment.
What in the ever-loving fuck is that? Some kind of crossbreed between a gremlin and a kangaroo? Whatever it is, they must run a program to do something. Considering the rest of the movie concentrates on flesh regeneration and it has nothing at all to do with this particular operation, it makes even less sense. Whatever the hell they were doing, it worked, and this thing is upgraded to shitty Asylum CGI. Ow! I know bones are harder to animate, but still! So they gas the place, like they should have done immediately, and all hell breaks loose.
Stop, stop, stop!
I love how he says that as if a child is talking a little too loud.
Stop, stop, stop!
It's enough gas and bullets. You don't want to risk overdoing it. I mean, that could be dangerous. And so we're going to rip off Independence Day on top of it. Or Lamb Chop's Play Along. What the hell is that thing? A fucking sock puppet? This is the perfect opportunity for Joshua Allen, playing Dr. Craig Carson, to complain that this procedure is too dangerous, but Donovan shoots him down because while they might be doing the most advanced science in the world, they're in an Asylum movie and therefore budgets and schedules are tight as hell. So, we've established the backbone of this movie already. The characters are idiots, the dinosaurs are ridiculous, and the studio said, well, that's good enough, ship it! We switch over to our face for the majority of the movie, Treat Williams, who plays Gabe. As usual, the Asylum spent most of their budget getting big actors. Except, it's Treat Williams. I mean, he's not horrible, but it's Treat Williams. We also establish he has a daughter, Phone Bitch, played by Gillian Rose Reed. They quickly show their rocky relationship as Gabe tries to talk to her, but Phone Bitch is being a phone bitch.
Thought you were staying at Grandma's.
If you want to spend time with me, you can start by accepting my Farmville requests. Yeah, her name is actually Jade, but trust me, Phone Bitch is far more fitting. Point is, Gabe gets a call and suddenly decides that his daughter will be coming with him to this big, super secret reveal of amazingness that is too secret to tell her about even now.
I don't want to go bowling again.
Not going bowling.
And I don't want to go to the petting zoo.
From this, we learn the animosity she has towards him is because he spends way too much time with her and won't let her just be on her own. Okay, let's just mark that down.
Jurassic.
Jurassic, sweetie. Get it? We're ripping off Jurassic Park. Especially considering Cretaceous or Mesozoic would fit a hell of a lot better, but the place he's bringing, just the two of them, is a big-ass press event at Janetta Sharp's local headquarters in Los Angeles. Here we meet the CEO of Janetta Sharp, Justin Warisco, played by Ronnie Cox. RoboCop? Total Recall, Stargate... Okay, yeah, this is where most of the movie's budget went. Realizing that, the movie really hams it up, cheering, "Check out this old man in a chair!" But please try to ignore his terribly written dialogue.
Now there is a woman who has curves in places where most women don't even have places.
She's a mutant? Once he launches into his speech about the latest advances in biotechnology, Phone Bitch decides it's time to leave, having spent all of 2 minutes with her father, and tweet about how her shitty dad doesn't love her enough. He is like totally the worst dad ever. I can't believe he brought me to this room full of old people listening to a really old guy talking for... oh, damn 140 character limit. This is the worst day of my life. Thus, she misses the segue into Dinosaurs, where they reveal a vast array of shitty CGI creatures held safely in impenetrable plastic prisons. No, you're supposed to Instagram what you're about to eat, not what's about to eat you. Pulling new technology out of their ass, evidently they can control the dinosaurs with sonic guide beacons. Whatever the hell that is. And it turns out that while there is money to be made in the dinosaur business, Justin uses it as a show of power to prepare people for the real miracle. Curing paralysis. Very impressive, but that reveal would have had a lot more impact had you not just desensitized everyone with all these dinosaurs. Double-edged sword, I guess. So, trying to keep his audience impressed, they pull out the Ceratosaurus. But, when you know it, the mysterious soundwave technology isn't working, and in fact is irritating the other dinos. You know what this means. The 10 inches thick rocket-grade polymer is actually sugar glass. CGI sugar glass. Now that the shit has finally hit the fan, means we're one step closer to the end credits, Donovan locks down the building, and Phone Bitch ignores a call from her dad. Meanwhile, the escaped dinosaur... You want to just give him a gun and a motorcycle while you're at it? At least that would be so ridiculous I couldn't possibly get pissed off at it. The terrified screams and explosive roars are just enough to get the Phone Bitch to realize there's something more interesting going on than her Facebook feed, and that something... happens off-screen. Saves even more money. Of course, when we do see the dinos coming for Gabe, Leo, played by Max Aria, saves the day with a taser. Yeah, I know, I complain no matter what, and that's not hard to do on an Asylum film, but seriously, the only good thing so far in this movie has been Ronnie Cox. And that's just for star value. When the big hero men look for Phone Bitch, they find a minuscule amount of stage blood. And I don't know from where, as that woman looks unharmed. Athletic, too, as she outruns the dinosaur all the way to... Wait a minute. Ah, damn it, movie, I understand. You want to rip off Jurassic Park, but you really need to rip off the scenes, too. I mean, if you go much further with this, it's gonna look like a shitty SNL skit. She dodges the lethargic predator, whom could break through 10-inch polymer glass, but can't seem to even scuff this centimeter-thick safe window. But Treat Williams, armed with a fire axe, can chop that motherfucker's head clean off, but still can't get into the safe.
They can't get to you in there. You're safe for the time being.
Except, of course, for that ridiculously limited air supply, but... oh, why the hell am I trying to help them out?
You leave your phone on.
Was there ever any chance that she wouldn't? Moving on to those responsible.
Sir, we've had to lock down the building.
You've trapped everyone!
And what about these guys? They ran out after you had locked down the building. Didn't seem so trapped to me.
We have got to figure out a way to recapture the dinosaurs with...
How about that Sonic the Hedgehog beam from before? It was finicky, but it occasionally worked. Nope, that's never brought up again. Instead, they try to figure out how to escape, and bitch about miscellaneous plot points.
This is Japan all over again.
I'm sorry, but the Japanese dinosaur prank is infinitely more convincing than this movie.
No. Doug is gonna tell me about Japan.
Yeah, it's a nice country. I'm going there, but if I was about to be torn apart and eaten, I'd venture to say I'd stop thinking about Japan. Unless I was being torn apart and eaten by a gauss. The explanation is shit happened and people died. Seriously, that's it.
Shit happened! People died!
How in the hell could he not know about this? Japan isn't some far-off island somewhere. I mean, it is well connected with the rest of the world. Dinosaurs escaping and eating people isn't something that would fall under the radar. Gabe arrives to shift the conversation back to saving his daughter, as his puny fire axe clearly isn't even worth attempting. Of course, dinosaurs attack, taking Craig just for the fuck of it, before the group runs into the police, led by Chief Dawson, played by Andre Johnson. Wait, is the building still locked down? Because how the hell did they get in? I assume that they could break in, but it helps to actually show these kind of things. Again, dinosaurs attack, and it looks like Gabe is starting to have flashbacks to that other time he was locked in a bitter war with dinosaurs. Which also sounds like it would have been a much better movie. And now the LAPD decide to cut the power, meaning they somehow got in without doing that earlier, and Leo finds Phone Bitch trapped in the safe. Luckily he knows the code to get her out of there, but can only do it once the emergency power comes back on.
There it is.
Was expecting that to be a little more difficult, to be honest. Keeping the body count rolling, Doug is killed off just like that, and the movie reminds us yet again it's ripping off Jurassic Park.
Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Dated June 1993. Same month and year Jurassic Park came out. What a coincidence. The big important thing to happen at this point is that the Srirachasaurus smashes through the unsealed, whoever the fuck cares, building, allowing the dinosaurs to escape right into a wall of LAPD firing at them. Which doesn't fucking work. So a taser can drop them immediately, and sound waves will control their mind, and a fire axe kills them no problem, but 30 some odd guys shooting at them? Not even a scratch. Just having a giant theropod dinosaur rampaging around the city isn't ripping off Jurassic Park enough, though, so Gabe and Phone Bitch decided to turn it into a car chase. In The Lost World, it made sense as Ian and Sarah had the baby T-Rex with them, but in this movie, I guess the dinosaur just really doesn't like minivans.
Why is the car beeping?
I know, I should have filled it.
Okay, so that is the one line in this movie that I actually like. Thus the car chase ends. But don't fear, Uncle Leo is here!
Get to safety. I'll distract it as long as I can.
And that would be 4 seconds. Yeah, he'll be pretty preoccupied with you being in his mouth and all, but it's not exactly the best strategy for longevity. Which brings us to our next set. Dinosaurs at a mall! No. Did they? Fuck it, if they're not gonna try, why should I? The mall patrons flee, trying to get the hell out of this movie as fast as they can. This brings them to a back alley and far away from the mall set. Wasn't that worth the time and money spent to rent and film it? Long story short, the police arrive, set up the shitty barricades that can't even stop humans, while the main cast runs through the sets and dinosaurs follow close behind. You'd think the authorities could handle this, except this city is populated by idiots.
We're gonna see if we can try to get a little bit closer because you folks won't believe this is real.
And we have no idea how the hell a zoom lens works.
Nick, can you get us closer?
Any closer and you'll be able to identify what his last meal was. Thank you, Commissioner Duncan. We'll be back with the dangers of breathing through your nose and the weather. In miscellaneous set number 35, we learn that random new guy is a nerd, and nerds deserve to die. After all, the asylum doesn't want to associate with people who could think of a better script off the top of their ass. Phone Bitch runs for her life, and we learn something new about the dinosaurs. While the hand puppets do look like shit, they still manage to look better than the CGI. Fucking hell. But that chain link fence is just too much for this super-powered bulletproof dinosaur to handle. Despite Gabe easily sliding it aside to reunite with his daughter, we see yet again that the dinosaurs are still impervious to firearms. But don't let that bother you. The two finally get over their differences.
I am trying to keep you safe.
Then stay with me. You always have someplace else to be. The fire, the emergency, any place but with your family. I don't want to go bowling again.
Not going bowling.
And I don't want to go to the petting zoo.
By changing what it is their problems were. You can't be overparenting and underparenting at the same time. Besides, you're the one that walked out on him, bitch! Outside, we find that not only are the dinosaurs bulletproof, fucking missiles don't do anything but piss them off either. However, it turns out they are weak to hockey sticks.
I hate them!
Nice ass, but what the fuck are you running for? And why the hell did you drop the only weapon other than the fire axe that did actually manage to kill one of these things? Just when you think it can't get much worse, even more shit CGI escapes into the city. This means more miscellaneous Dino War footage that would look shit by 7th gen standards. How in the fuck did he get up there? The Genetisharp CEO wants to warn the police about this new development, but is distracted.
Wait a minute. There's a girl on the roof.
Quick! Get her! I love girls! She refuses to leave without her dad, who is not with her yet again, for some reason. Also, the entire 100 and some odd dinosaur brigade arrives, and somehow manages to fit snugly into the building the main characters are in. And I don't know how, even if you pack them in airtight. I don't believe there's actually enough volume in that building to contain all of those dinosaurs. But point is, this brings us to a new crisis. They need to get the characters out of there before the National Guard arrive to eliminate the threat. I guess they found out about the hockey stick weakness and are sending in the Kings to deal with the dinosaurs. Now, fuck again, that would have been a much better movie. But they find her dad, and then the asylum ran out of money for Ronnie Cox, so he suddenly has a bad leg Genetisharp just couldn't cure 100% and must stay behind to die. Therefore, the two of them make it to the roof alone. Very alone. Don't tell me. Oh, what the fuck, Asylum? You ripped off aliens. Aliens? Why aliens here? Are you just trying to piss me off? So the two of them jump in front of a blue screen, but Phone Bitch is not so lucky. Quick, taxi! Follow that Pteranodon!
Follow that Pteranodon! Step on it!
Fucking... yeah, You really said that. This leads to the big finale, as the critters decide that they should have the most expensive nesting ground at the Hollywood sign. Why Phone Bitch can't just climb down on the ladder right there, I don't know. Why the helicopter has to do an aileron roll to dodge the Pteranodon, I don't know. Or why after a very light crash, the helicopter pilot felt the need to break his own neck, but... I mean, you do realize your boss is dead, right? You're not going to have to worry about that coming out of your paycheck. But remember what I said about the puppets looking better than the CGI? Well, forget that ever came up because this papier-mâché monstrosity wouldn't win a participation ribbon in middle school arts and crafts. I love that shot. It's like the actor was finally starting to question the sanity of the people he was working for. Nah, it's just, surprise, Treat Williams is Superman, chucking the helicopter off the sign, blowing the Pteranodon the fuck up, and bringing this story to a close with the happy family back together, and the assumption that the ass ton of other dinosaurs we saw somehow made it into that small building and probably died while off screen. I have to say, the Hollywood sign burning to the ground is a very poetic end for an Asylum film. Anyway, that was Age of Dinosaurs, and... it's nothing but an unfossilized corporalite. No surprises here, the movie is shit. However, when dealing with the Asylum, as we know, they produce varying levels of shit. So where does this land? Pretty damn low. First off, I want to call out a comment on this movie's trailer on YouTube. One that said the moronic Americans don't realize with the Asylum the worse is the better. First of all, I have no idea how nationality plays into this whatsoever, but nevertheless, we all know about So Bad It's Good movies. This is not one of them. When a movie is so bad it's good, it oftentimes is ridiculous in some ways, but fun and something you can enjoy even if, when looked at objectively, there is little to praise. However, unless your definition of so bad it's good includes movies that are just shoddily thrown together and have little redeeming quality, if any, I would not call Age of Dinosaurs so bad it's good. First and foremost, it's a ripoff of Jurassic Park. The Asylum does mockbusters, I know, but sometimes they can get creative. Here, several plot points and even scenes from the source were just taken and rung through the Asylum's shit filter. The absence of creativity at work here is disgusting. Second, while a story doesn't have to be great, it should at least be consistent. The father-daughter tension was almost the only major plot point outside of rampaging dinosaurs, and the movie forgot why they had issues halfway through. They still had issues, but the reasoning was completely reversed. That's not so bad it's good, that's just bad. Likewise, the National Guard's plans to attack the building with 100 dinosaurs somehow stuffed inside it evaporate when the building starts losing stability. The fuck happened? Movie never said. There are a few points to find enjoyment in, but they are few and very damn far between. So while this isn't the absolute worst movie, it's still placed very securely at the bottom of the barrel, coming in at 1 magical flying Spinosaurus out of 5. Also, Gabe's last words to the Pteranodon were, "Bye-bye, birdie." And don't get me started on why pterosaurs are not birds. Okay. Thank you all for watching. I've been Decker Shado. And remember, hockey sticks. Why risk it?
I know, I should have filled it.